The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places.
Bike, it's warm, isn't it? Welcome to episode 70.
This is the cast.
And this is a Scarborough Armed Forces Day special. Yeah, in this episode you'll find out everything you need to know about Armed Forces Day in Scarborough this weekend. It's going to be amazing. That includes the latest weather forecast, where the free water refill stations are going to be, all the timings for all the various air displays, information on the one cancellation that we've got, which of course is the Spitfire, but just a run through of everything that's going on, best places to park, public transport, the whole lot. And of course, the fact that you can come and see us throughout the entire day as well. We'll have the This is the Coast marquee on Foreshore Road in Scarborough near to the lifeboat station. So hopefully, if you're planning on coming to Armed Forces Day this weekend, the 27th of June, 2026, this episode of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast will fill you with excitement about what you are going to enjoy. Firstly, we will hear from Major John Senior. He's one of the organisers of Scarborough's Armed Forces Day and has been since day one. I chatted with him at the Raising of the Flag event at the Town Hall Gardens on Monday.
This is always a lovely event every year, isn't it? And it really kickstarts the Armed Forces Day celebrations in Scarborough.
Well, it very much does. And as I've just been saying, Scarborough and North Yorkshire very much get behind this event. The event's become, probably one of the largest in the UK, to be honest. So this begins the week of celebrations of past, present and future, celebrating the military, the armed forces, but also throwing open Scarborough's doors. So we would invite the armed forces to come over here, the families to come over here and enjoy a really good day out here in Scarborough on Saturday. And we have a special bundle of extras for them. And we have free ice creams for the children, sticks of rock, and a kind of a passport of activities around the resort, specifically for military families. So I would ask them, come over, be well, and you'll have a wonderful day here in Scarborough.
It's always amazing, isn't it? And we've got 6 aerial displays to look forward to this year as well, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a big one actually, and I've just heard the weather's going to be, fingers crossed, is looking good. So it's going to be the biggest air show we've had actually. So a really exciting day, and we've got the bands and the military paraphernalia and everything else. So it's going to be a really superb day, and come along, enjoy it.
Major John Senior, one of the big figures behind Scarborough Armed Forces Day and the man behind Heroes Welcome as well, which is a wonderful initiative for veterans, and they really are going to be looked after as they absolutely deserve to be, along with all members of the military this weekend at Scarborough Armed Forces Day. Also there on Monday was Major Tony Viney, still serving, but here this week for Scarborough Armed Forces Day. And another person who's helped organise this event since it first began.
Hi, I'm Major Tony Viney from the Yorkshire Regiment.
It's so good to see you. I've not seen you in a while, actually.
No, I've been away. So I've been deployed to Somalia and then out to Saudi and then just got back a couple of months ago to the UK.
Look at all those medals as well that you're wearing on your chest. Amazing.
Yeah, it's plenty. Time away.
Yeah. And of course you are, a Scarborough person, aren't you? What does it mean to you when you do come back and you see events like this, the Raising of the Flag, and the fact that, Scarborough always puts on such a great Armed Forces Day? It must make you very proud.
Yeah, it does. And, I was involved in the very first Armed Forces Day, and that was a bit of a tough one because we didn't know how it was received, but it was received so well. And to see it still going and still going strong this far on, especially when the military aren't in the press as much, it does mean a lot to come home and see it, I must admit, it does.
So a special event today, and will you be around on Saturday for Armed Forces Day?
I will. I've only missed one in the whole time it's happened. I was stuck in Somalia, so it's a decent excuse. But no, I'll be here all day. Yeah, can't wait.
Major Tony Viney there, who is also a big part of the event in Scarborough. He's only missed the one Armed Forces Day in Scarborough. Actually, I don't think I've missed a single one, to be honest. I'd have to double check, but I think I've been at every single one, covering it for the radio. And we're going to be there throughout the entire day on Saturday as well in the This is the Coast marquee. More on that, and the time is coming up very, very soon. Firstly, though, the Air Cadets were there as well on Monday. I grabbed a chat with a couple of them.
My name is Corporal Megan Orrells.
Okay, so just tell us about your role today and who you're with, actually, because there's a big bunch of you.
So we are the Air Cadets, and so we have 2 banners. I'm doing the RAF Association banner, and we have Corporal McNeish doing the Air Training Corps banner. So we have a few cadets down today just to celebrate the raising of the flag for Armed Forces.
Great. How long have you been involved with the Air Cadets yourself?
A little bit over a year now.
Yeah. And what do you enjoy about it?
I love how wide the subjects are, so something I enjoy is the space subjects, but there's so much you can do. So I've been flying twice, which is something that you wouldn't get that opportunity anywhere else.
No, well, tell us about that experience then.
So the second time I went flying, I had controls for a lot of the flight, which was so much fun. It was a little bit scary at first, but...
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 16.
Right, okay. I mean, how many 16-year-olds can say they've done that?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, yeah, great. Well, and your role today, you already mentioned it. Who else wants to say a quick hello? Everyone's pointing at you. Go on then, introduce yourself then.
Hello, I'm Corporal McAnish.
Yeah, tell us what your role is then today.
I'm also doing the ensign.
How long have you been with the Air Cadets?
I've been in Air Cadets for about a year and a half, I think.
And what's the thing you enjoy most about it then?
I quite like flying too.
Yeah,
I think
you've done that too, yeah?
Yeah, I've flown twice, I think.
You think? You've lost count already? Yeah. Amazing. And you'll be here on Saturday as well for Armed Forces Day?
Should definitely be, yeah.
And also accompanying the Air Cadets was...
Pilot Officer Liam Cromack. I'm with the Air Cadets here today.
On Saturday, what will your involvement be then?
So we'll have a stall down at the Armed Forces Day on Sandside, opposite roughly the Newcastle Packet. We'll be displaying what we do. We've got tombola. We've got various souvenirs and gifts to give out. And then towards the end of the day, we'll get involved in the final parade with the rest of the cadet forces and military veterans.
And on Armed Forces Day, you've got a mixture of the public, haven't you? But you've also got veterans as well, people in the military. But then do you find that young people come up to you and start asking you questions about what it's like in the Air Cadets? Is it a good sort of recruitment thing? Because they see how much the Armed Forces are celebrated?
Yeah, definitely. We do get a lot of interest because it's something new for kids as well. They see the uniform and it's like instantly it's like, oh, what's that? What's that about? So they come and ask us. And I mean, we do all sorts with cadets. They go flying, gliding, shooting, adventure training camps. There's actually hundreds of stuff that they can get involved in. It's great for the kids growing up.
Now, in the background there, you could hear Tom Fox, another one of those key figures behind Scarborough Armed Forces Day. He was opening the event, and I managed to record a snippet of what he was saying. And I think this bit really sums up what Armed Forces Day is all about and how Scarborough kind of does it better than anywhere else. I know we're biased, but it's kind of true.
This year, a typhoon will tear across the sky. Veterans will march. No state ceremony, no royal presence, just Scarborough doing what it does best. Standing with our armed forces always. So today, as flags fly and drums roll once more, we remember. This is more than tradition. It is our thanks to those who served, those who have served, and those who gave all so we might stand here free. Scarborough remembers, Scarborough supports, Scarborough stands with you. To all our armed forces, past, present and future, thank you.
And following that, the Sea Cadets band, who are just terrific, headed into the area where the ceremony was taking place. There were veterans following and the Air Cadets behind them. And then shortly afterwards, the Armed Forces flag was raised in the Town Hall Gardens in Scarborough. And you can see that full video at thisisthecoast.co.uk.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire.
And this is episode 70 of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast, brought to you by This Is The Coast, the local commercial radio station for the Yorkshire coast, and it is our absolute pleasure and honour to be attending Scarborough Armed Forces Day again this year. We'll have the This Is The Coast marquee on Foreshore Road, just 100 yards or so away from the lifeboat station, right on the beach. Come and say hello. So let's go through the programme then. We'll go through road closures and the best ways to get there with public transport soon. At 11 o'clock we have the welcome by the Scarborough Town Crier. That will be from the formal area. Then the first air display is the RAF Chinook Fly Past, and that is at 11:30, followed 10 minutes later at 20 to 12 by the RAF Tutor T Mark 1 air display. We then have the formal opening, 5 to midday till 12:30. We've got the Scarborough Town Crier. We've got the Chairman of North Yorkshire Council, Councillor David Chance, and Commander Thomas Knowles, Naval Regional Commander of Northern England and the Isle of Man, who will be reviewing the standards. There'll be all sorts going on. The Yorkshire Volunteers Band will do a display as well. So there'll be all sorts going on till about 12:30. Then at 12:45, we've got the Royal Hospital Chelsea Pensioners Pace Stick Team. That'll be great. At 1 o'clock, we've got the Royal Air Force Cadets display of banner drill. At 1:15, we've got the Scarborough Sea Cadet Continuity Drill Display Team. And then we've got another air display at 2:30. This is the Calidus Auto Gyro Air Display. At 3, Scarborough Sea Cadets will be doing a band performance. At 3:30, another air display. Hawker Fury, a relative of the famous Sea Fury, that will be doing an air display. At 3:45, we've got East Riding Pipe Band with their performance. At 4:05, it's the big one. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be great. The RAF Eurofighter Typhoon FGR4 with an air display. At 4:20, Standards, Veterans and Cadets Parade steps off, led by the Queen's Own Yeomanry and Yorkshire Volunteers Band. And then we've got the review of the parade in the formal area at 4:30. And the closing ceremony starts at 4:45. The event finishes at 5 p.m. So, also going on, actually, we've got naval warfare returning for this summer season with a special battle at 3 o'clock in P-Zone Park in Scarborough's North Bay. Well-behaved dogs on leads are very welcome at Scarborough Armed Forces Day. Make sure your dog is kept on the lead at all times, though. Make sure you clean up after them as well. And, of course, make sure they're hydrated because it is going to be particularly warm. More on the weather very, very soon. In terms of public transport, you can find a list of car parks on North Yorkshire Council's website. And, of course, the Scarborough Park and Ride will be open. Find park and ride sites on the A64 Seymour Road and also the A165 Filey Road. And, of course, there'll be plenty of buses heading into Scarborough and the trains as well from York, from Bridlington, Hull, Leeds, etc. So do make the most of public transport if you can, because Scarborough is always absolutely chock-a-block on Armed Forces Day. And one of the big reasons is, of course, that the roads are going to be closed off as well, including Foreshore Road in Scarborough and also Sandside on the harbour, which will, of course, add to the traffic going through the town centre. But also, there is Richard Ashcroft at the Scarborough Open Air Theatre, so there'll be thousands of people coming for that concert too. There's another concert on Sunday night at the venue, so plenty of extra people in Scarborough, which is great. We love sharing our amazing town with people from all over the country, but it just means that there is some planning needed if you're trying to get around the town. So it is going to be a busy one.
The Yorkshire Coastcast, loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is The Coast.
Now, on to the weather forecast. Well, it has been very hot, especially inland in the last week or so. On the coast, we've had some very warm days, but we've had some cooler ones as well with an onshore breeze. For Armed Forces Day itself, it is looking like it is going to be a hot one, actually. 28 Celsius is possible in Scarborough's South Bay. And it should be fairly sheltered from the wind as well. Winds of about 15 miles an hour through the afternoon. They will pick up a little bit. Wind gusts nearly 30 miles an hour. There's always a breeze in Scarborough South Bay. That'll be quite a relief. But don't be fooled if you have got that breeze. The warm sunshine is going to be burning you very, very quickly if you don't have protection. It is high UV levels for Saturday. Very high pollen count as well, I'm afraid. But some good sunshine, especially early on. A bit more cloud bubbling up into the afternoon. Only a 5% chance of a shower in the morning. 10% chance in the afternoon. That does increase to 30 or 40% as we head towards Saturday evening. Now, there will be various free water refill stations along the seafront, so do make use of those. And, of course, there are plenty of places along the seafront, or if it's absolutely rammed, head up Eastborough towards the town centre, where it's a little quieter, where there won't be such big queues, and get yourself some refreshments. Stay hydrated. That is really, really important. And make sure you've got that sun cream on. We are going to be broadcasting throughout the day from our broadcast booth under the This Is The Coast marquee near to the lifeboat station. Myself and Nikki will be there throughout the entire event. Tom Hooper is joining us at lunchtime for the remainder of the afternoon. And my lad Leo is going to be out and about as well, getting lots of pictures and videos for us to put on social media. And joining us on the seafront, other exhibitors include Skipton Building Society. They're the main sponsors of the event. Also Royal British Legion, Help for Heroes, the RBL Rider Branch, the Army Benevolent Fund, NGVFA, the Military Store, Adult Learning North Yorkshire, Minifigure Mania, Citizens Advice and North Yorkshire, Citizens Advice North Yorkshire and Law, the Rainbow Centre, they'll be there too, Veteran Services, Samaritans of Scarborough, Forces Deployment, David Purvis, Sign-sational, Touching Finishes, SAFA, the Greenhouse Museum, Neighbourhood Watch and Operation Seabird, Andy's Man Club, Age UK, the Veterans Club, Scarborough Maritime Heritage Centre, Crazy Combats, AFB Veterans Charity, Royal Yorkshire Regiment Association, Hard Routine Charity Tour, The Not Forgotten, Royal Navy Career Service, Royal Naval Association, Finch Embroidery, Yorkshire Corps of Drums, Discover Yorkshire Coast, Heroes Welcome, and on the beach we've got Crazy Combat. All of those alongside us. This is The Coast on Foreshore Road in Scarborough. Well, that's just about it for a fairly short but hopefully fairly detailed Armed Forces Day special episode of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast with all the key info that you need. Remember the sun cream and remember to say hello and enjoy those 5 aerial displays and everything else that's going on. And of course, if you really can't make it, you'll be able to hear all about it live as if you were there by listening to This Is The Coast on DAB digital radio across much of the region, online at thisisthecoast.co.uk, on smart speakers, on the This Is The Coast app, and on Roku TV too.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. The people, the places.
And don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcast from, and give us a review as well, especially a good one.
The Yorkshire Coastcast.
Loving life in Yorkshire.